This is Barnstable Today for Monday, May 11th. Welcome aboard. I'm Mark Mumford.
The Hyannis Youth and Community Center remains on schedule and on budget. That's our focus today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Friel.
Project Manager John Juros led a media tour of the construction site to get everyone up to date.
We are looking at beneficial use and occupancy of the building. I call that for ice skating, occurring in September. And we are on target for that, and I hope to get the rec department moved over here sometime the end of July. So we are moving along, and you'll see that today. So work you'll see on the outside will be a lot of site work. We have now purchased site lighting fixtures. We have them on site now in the backyard, which will be part of the town standard. And this will be a major piece for the town, the community now to see what all that planning effort has been worth. And you'll see that happen not only in terms of the fixture, but in terms of the color of the light itself, in terms of it being a gateway into downtown. And so a lot of the work that growth management has been doing is starting to pay off here now. So you're going to see that. A lot of thanks, by the way, to utility companies who've been working with us. We've done a lot of disconnects and reconnects. And NSTAR, we're still looking forward to them because they have a ton of work to do on Bassett and Bierce's Way. Some of you have been here before, so this is a rerun. Read your old articles, but it's 105,000 square feet. We're just around $25 million on the project. We're proceeding with the solar panels. You can see on the south-facing high roof, you'll see solar panels going up on that. We're expecting pricing on that to come in next week. We also have bids out right now for a cogeneration unit to be put in the back of the building, and that will go and provide us with additional heat that we'll use, and we'll talk about that when we get in the building as we did before. And that will save us some cost of electricity. We'll be burning some gas for that. And in the planning stages still is a wind turbine in the backyard, and we're looking for some funding to be able to pull that off, but we have a location on that as well. So that's our green part of the project, which is coming along as well. A couple things of note. Today, you just missed it, the SWAT team from the local PD utilized the building. We've been, every time we knock down a building here, we have them come in and do a little exercise. And so a little training occurred literally a half an hour ago. You missed the fireworks. And so we use that on this building. They also used it on some of the demolition buildings on the residence that we took down in Stevens Street. So that's our community use operations right now. We're going to go into the building now. Please stay together. They've cleaned it up. Mel's done a great job cleaning it up. It's usually not that spotless. We did it all for you. So I don't think you're going to get hurt in there, but just be careful. We always are worried about hanging wires. We're always worried about small pieces of piping that you might step on and take a flying leap.
The Hyannis Youth and Community Center will be featuring 2 ice rinks, with the main rink seating up to 3,000 spectators.
We can still get additional standees around the backside of the rink, and you can go 2 or 3 deep on that as well. The team benches would be, of course, across the way. We've done a lot to separate teams from spectators, teams and spectators from referees. We have a back area that I can show you that will be fenced off with sliding gates, so that if we wanted to bring in a team, Falmouth comes to mind, where the tensions always seem to run a little high. At a spirited time, we have an ability to bring them in into an enclosure, bring them in into the building, and not have to deal with some irate folks who are unhappy with the outcome. That's what I've been told anyway. So we have that opportunity here. On the back side, the top side over here, where you see a little bit of Barnstable red, that's really an area for more ADA compliant observation area, as well as the press. So we have a number of those opportunities here taken care of. What you see in this rink, this is a sand bed rink. What you see on the bottom there is the under slab or under ice heating system. I've probably told some of you this before. For those who forgot, the new primer says, we have an under-slab heating system that keeps the permafrost out from underneath the ice, because if it froze and heaved, there goes your ice, you'll be skating downhill. So that system is underneath here. That heat comes from the refrigeration system. It's a product of the heating in the refrigeration process. So we do that under this rink as well as the other one. On top of this will go some sand, insulation, and then piping for the refrigeration itself. And there's 14 miles or 14,000 feet. One of those numbers. A lot of piping that goes in for refrigeration. We have some photographs of it from the other rink that was done. And those pipes were, you could literally barely get your hand between the pipes. That's how many there are. And you can see the coils on the other rink. So that's happening here. Why the sand rink? We've answered that question about 42 times now. And the answer is it's a sand rink because it's easier and less costly to transfer the cold to the ice on a sand bed. Once you make ice, it doesn't matter. We paint the ice. So whether you're skating on top of sand or concrete has no effect on that. The other rink is a concrete bed, and the reason for that is we can go and take the ice off of there and use that as a hard surface for, say, a convention activity or a hard floor activity, summer activity, similar to what the Kennedy rink has today.
There will be plenty of space in the HYCC for youngsters to do more than just skate. Patty Machado from the rec department explained.
There's ping pong and pool and all that, but there'll be different age groups in here at different times, because obviously a first grader and a senior in high school don't belong in the facility at the same time. So there will be age groups. It will be like a Boys and Girls Club. You get a membership. If you can't afford a membership, we're trying to come up with a community service project that they could do so that they get their membership for free. So we've got a lot of ideas. And there's a strong discipline procedure that we're also implementing to make sure the facility stays in good shape. But all throughout the facility, you'll see all the supervisors. Every single facility has someone attached to it to keep an eye on it.
There will also be a large gymnasium that will feature plenty of flexibility.
And then there's a main center court when you open that up, 94 feet in length. And there's rolling bleachers, which we have purchased, still sitting in the rink to be brought over, for 500 seats on the floor itself. Volleyball, badminton, and above is the walking track, 3 lanes. Great place to go and observe the games as well. We also have a dance floor product that can be put down on the maple floor, so we can have athletic events for the rec department, dances, parties, movies. So there's a lot of that stuff.
The Kennedy Rink will be taken down in a slow and gradual process that's scheduled to begin this week.
Meanwhile, on the town calendar, the Planning Board meets this evening in the Town Hall hearing room starting at 7 o'clock.
And the Sandy Neck Board meets at 7:30 in the MEA conference room.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Kevin Friel.
We'll meet you right back here tomorrow. I'm Mark Mumford.